Welcome back. I'm going to show you the waiting list. Super powerful, very easy to use. It'll help manage the queue of customers coming into your store when your store is super busy. So let's imagine that our range is fully packed. We don't have any more lanes available to us. And we've had a customer come in. We'll call that customer Laura. And they're going to give us their phone number. And they want 2 lanes for 1 hour. Now, you can also mark if they've paid in full, and that will translate to the waiting list, so it'll keep track of that. Or if they've paid a partial amount for some reason, you can put that amount here, and it'll show you on the waiting list how much they've paid. So they haven't prepaid anything. I'm just adding to the waiting list. No custom hours, but again, you can override the session length with custom hours, custom minutes. And then members, you can add, this is where you add members to the waiting list. If they come in, you can verify that they're a member by asking for their name and then showing the additional details to verify their phone number and email on the account, just to ensure that you have the right person that you're adding to the waiting list and marking as a member. We'll go over that in a later video. So let's go ahead and add Laura to the waiting list. And you'll see here at the bottom what it shows is their name, obviously, the queue, which means she's the first person next in line to be added to the range. The number of lanes that requested, again, this is custom terminology in the range configuration. This could be anything. You could say this is batting cages. You could put this as bales. You could put this as lanes. That terminology is custom to you and can be configured in the range configuration settings for this specific range. You'll notice that they have asked for 1 hour. They're a walk-in customer, and then this is the time they've been added to the waiting list. Now, if someone calls you and says, yes, I want to be added to the waiting list, and they're telling you they're 10 minutes out, this will keep track of the time that they were actually added. I seem to be up super late. I've added this customer at 12:14 a.m. in the morning. And then you can differentiate on when they actually arrive. So the arrived is currently set to no. And to change that, when they actually check in and say that they've arrived, they come to your front desk area and they say, my name's Laura. I'm here for the session that I talked to you over the phone with, and I'm on the waiting list. And you say, oh, okay, yeah, you're Laura. Your phone number is XYZ. I'm going to go ahead and check you in. And then it marks the person on the waiting list as arrived and the time that they have arrived. Now, you don't have to use this feature. This is available to you optionally. And then also, if they're a reservation, this particular customer is not a reservation because they're just on the waiting list. And then also the paid information, if they've paid in full, if they've paid partial, and the amount here. Now, you can edit this waiting list entry here. So if you click edit, you can edit any of the information. You can change the session length. Maybe they decided once they arrived, hey, I want to be here for 2 hours, or, hey, let me pay by the minute instead. And then you can mark here if they've paid in full, change the number of lanes, update their name, anything that you've done to add them to the waiting list, you can edit. Now, to actually get them onto the range, it's the same as adding a customer to the range. Now, there is no restriction on the number of lanes that I can add Laura to. This is just informational. So if something changes last minute, another person arrives. Oh, hey, my friend Buddy wanted to come along with us, and now I have 3 people. I need 3 lanes. You can just select 3 lanes and add Laura to the range. Not a big deal. But in this case, Laura didn't bring anybody different. We're just going to add Laura and her friend to lanes 1 and 2. So do that. Just click on the lanes 1 and 2, and then click the little move button, which is the arrows. Go ahead and click the move. It removes Laura from the waiting list, and it adds her to lanes 1 and 2. Super easy, super functional, and very helpful managing your customers in the queue that they create coming into your store. That's pretty much it. There's nothing much else related to the waiting list except converting a waiting list to a reservation, which I'll show you when we go through reservations next. Thanks for watching.